Live all by myself. Hmm. How will today go? All my haters going to show up at one time. That'd be great. One person's here. Is it a friend or foe or just somebody accidentally stumbled onto my channel? Welcome, whoever you are. Wow. That didn't take but a second or two. Interesting. One minute in. Sad face. Ah, the hell? Oh, this may be short and quick today. Maybe I upset too many people. That says three people's here. Hey, welcome. Ran two off that quick just by welcoming people. Holy shit. They probably shouldn't be here anyways. Hey, if you're here on purpose, say hey. Let me know who you are. Let me know how you're doing. Where you're at. Not exactly where you're at, roughly where you're at. Oh, that color don't work. Now, two, is it the same two I just ran off? Hey, if you're here on purpose, say hey. Let me know who's here. How you doing? What's up, boxing? Well, I mean, kind of. Everybody keeps showing up and leaving, so I don't know. I really pissed some people off yesterday. Really bad. Really, really bad. I'm waiting to see if any of them show up. They try to talk more shit about, oh, I said something they didn't like, and they got upset. None of them know me, but my God, you should hear the shit they talked about me. Which you will, because I'm going to do a video on it. Thing is funny, people that don't know me telling me what I think and what I'm doing and shit, and they've only watched, oh, that must have been one of them. They left. But they got real upset because they didn't like something I said. You should hear the shit. One dude wrote 4 paragraphs about me. Yeah, they got butthurt. There's actually a bunch of people, but most of them deleted their comments, but 2 really dug in. But I screenshotted them all for my video. A lot of people always ask me to react to some of the comments I get. And boy, did I get some yesterday. There's you and one other person here. The other person ain't talking. I think I fixed the chat thing. Everybody should be able to say whatever they want to say now. I made sure I turned off all the filters. I don't know how one got turned on. I don't need YouTube telling me what can be said on my live streams and what can't. That should be up to me. At least you're here and talking, so that's one person talking to me that apparently doesn't hate me. Man, you should have seen that shit. Oh, well, according to those people that don't know me, I'm the fakest person. I worry more about my image. That's the only reason they can think of that I didn't like part of a song that I reacted to. But, it is what it is. I drive right on. I'm gonna keep doing what I do, the way I do it. I can't see spending that much energy talking shit about somebody. 4 paragraphs. I got way better things to do with my time, like drink my coffee and talk to you, since you're the only one talking to me. I mean, I'm really tired today too. I've been up since 3. I've been up since 3 all this week, trying to get caught up at one of my jobs. I really am glad you're here and talking to me. This gets really boring when there's no one here. Not that it happens that often, but I mean, I haven't had it happen since I started doing this. It says there's 3 of you here now, and you're still the only one talking. Oh, 4. Those you other people, let me know who you are. How you doing? Boxing, how are you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. Try not to look so sleepy. You can almost blindfold me with dental floss. I think that way I look psycho, so. Oh, nobody's gonna talk now? Ooh, I ran 2 off that quick. Really? Huh. Because I checked the box and saved it to allow all. Wow, damn, I ran everybody but you off. Thanks for not running off. Uh, but I checked the box to allow all comments to come through. All right. Hey, Mickey, what's up, buddy? On the road. On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. Life I love is talking shit with all my friends. I don't think that's how it actually goes, but I know that's not how it goes. I know the song. And that and dot dot dot. I hope you didn't like run off the road. I still didn't get your other message, Boxing. Huh. YouTube ain't supposed to be doing that. I don't know. I pissed a whole bunch of people off yesterday. None of the people that are usually here. Just first time people that didn't like a comment I said, and now they think they know me. It's fun. I got called a lot of names yesterday. I don't know, Boxing. Is there a word in it that YouTube doesn't allow? I mean, if there is, leave one of the letters out. Oh, that's well, it lets you put ass that time, but your message just now says ass, and it let it in. Maybe it's the phrasing. Uh-oh, we ran someone off saying ass. Oh no. Oh. But I don't know, dude, because with you putting ass in parentheses, it let it come through. So I don't know. Oh, okay. Yeah, if it's got some choice words in it, try an asterisk or a space. I'm really good at solving anagrams, so you leave a few letters out. I'm pretty sure I can solve the mystery. Oh, come on, coffee. Got to kick in. Shirt got crooked. That's weird. Damn it, Mickey, I wish you hadn't said on the road again. I think it's not letting the word. Oh, that's pretty pathetic. Hey, I got called that a lot yesterday. um, just use an exclamation point instead of the I. That's weird. I'm a grown up. The word shit's not going to hurt my feelings. There's actually not any one word that hurts my feelings. Yeah, YouTube's getting kind of weird. Not quite as weird as TikTok, but still pretty weird. Hello, other three people. Well, two people because I know Mickey's here, but he's driving. Feel free to talk. Let me know who you are, what country you're in, what state you're in, something like that. Not too much personal stuff. I started playing the guitar a few days ago, and that shit is fire, but I'm still bad at it. All right, Mickey, take care, buddy. Um, Boxing, that's all you gotta do, man. You just keep at it. Just you got to play, right? Practice, practice, practice. That's weird that you had to rephrase that. But yeah, you can't just start playing guitar and be good. My dad kind of back way back before he got sick, uh, wanted me teaching to play guitar. Kind of offended that he thought he was just going to pick up guitar and play as good as I do, and I'm not as good as I used to be. I've been playing since I was 14. He thought he was just going to pick it up and play. Mm, not that easy. Hey, you other people, don't be shy. Feel free to talk. Well, I had a dot add me on Snapchat, so most likely a whore. Hey, what's up, Aaron? Oh, glad to see you're still talking to me. uh, good times. DC, what's up, buddy? Um, oh, Aaron, you didn't see the comment on your when you commented to me about that video yesterday? And you should see the shit got written to me, and that's just one of them. Feels good to play melodies from my favorite songs. That is dope. Uh, and it like secures in certain memories because even though Smoke on the Water and Iron Man were the first two songs I learned how to play, those don't hold the meaning for me that Jane by Jefferson Starship does. That's the first song I taught myself. My audio dropped? Oh, are you talking about what I'm are you trying to figure out what I'm talking about? Uh oh, it's good now. Oh, it could be my noise gate. My air conditioner's on and I don't want to shut the vent because it's pretty hot here today. I don't know why I'm looking at my microphone now. Uh but when it's on because it's right there, my microphone's right here. Sometimes the noise gate starts clipping. Uh but what I was saying was that video that you commented on yesterday said you were going to go look at. It was one of my former Patreon videos. Yeah, that's probably what it was. It happens. Usually I shut the vent so that it doesn't do that, but it's way too damn hot today. Uh, but yeah, I really upset some people yesterday. And the really funny thing is they think I'm trying to have an image and that I don't know what I like and don't like. That's bizarre. But I did learn a lot about myself yesterday. I'm a pathetic old man that doesn't wash his balls. because on that Blackpink song, there's one part that I didn't like, and at the end of the video, I said if I would like the song if I was a 14-year-old girl, and oh my god. You should see the comments, man. I mean, most of them are still on my page. A lot of the people deleted theirs, but I screenshotted them before they deleted them. So when I do this video, upcoming video about how people overreact, they're all supposed to be grown adults. One dude wrote 4 paragraphs calling me names and informing me how stupid I am and a whole host of other things. Wow, I ran 3 people off of that. That might have been 3 of them. uh, that's all I said was this one part of the song. I didn't like the way it was rapped. Oh yeah, no, I know. I know how it is. That's why, and that's the other thing. They think they upset me. You don't bother me at all. Like you're some random person on the internet. I don't give a shit what you think. Oh yeah, yeah. I know. Trust me, I know. It's not the first time it's happened. Uh, but that one little, and it wasn't even the whole song I didn't like. It was just the one little piece. That rap piece didn't really fit, and I didn't care for it. But they're not. It's not the first band it's happened with. It's not the first time it's happened. They act like I just started doing this. I mean, if I don't know you, I mean, I know y'all from here, but random douchebags on the internet to come talk shit to me, I don't care what they think. Yeah, exactly. You are you you are absolutely right, Aaron. We are the fuck around and find out generation. But that's the main thing with a lot of people that watch reactions. If they don't hear their opinion coming out of the reactor's face, the reactor's stupid, don't know what they're talking about. Oh, DC, just ignore him. I like Blackpink. Nobody cares that about the other songs I liked. It's the one little part I didn't like of a song that upset them. I, I don't feel I was actually shitting on the band. It was the song. I like the band. I like their videos. I like the sound, but just that one part of the song. But yeah, dude, my dad shit on a lot of my music. A lot of adults shit on my. Don't give a shit. It's your music. Maybe you don't want to listen to it around him, but you keep listening to the music you want to listen to. There's no sense in fighting it. It's a losing battle. Your old man's set in his ways, and that's how it is. Or he could just be giving you shit. Boy, I'm running people off really quick. uh, yeah, exactly, Aaron. And the other thing that gets me, they were so mad. Their grammar was just horrible. You could tell they're like probably him pecking them keys. That fuck shit. Whoa, I hate that guy. I was laughing trying to imagine how mad they were trying to type as fast as they could the insults. But I find it odd. If you don't like songs that I like, I don't care. I like them. That's all that matters to me. Yeah. I don't know if he's feeling any better, DC. He's messaged me a couple of times on Instagram, but he hasn't said how he's doing, so I don't know. But he had told me before he wasn't feeling well, and it may be a couple of weeks before he came back. So I don't know. He might pop in later, but uh, and I don't know how he's feeling now. He didn't say, and I try not to pry in those situations. So we'll see. He might pop in. I think he popped in towards the end last week just for a couple of comments and disappeared. But yeah, Aaron, the hate, as long as I've been doing it, that's part of it. I mean, I was a stand-up comedian. I don't care what you think. Yeah, that's a, yeah, that's you are absolutely right, Aaron. And the weird thing is, if they're saying that I'm not being genuine and stuff, but if I sat there and went, "Oh, it's the greatest thing ever. I think I'm gonna shit a rainbow from listening to this song." They would have just been praising me. "Oh, yeah, we know what you mean. You're the best. You're so real." No, that's phony bullshit. That's lie. That's not being who I am. It's just it's just bizarre. I if I watch somebody react to a song that I like, I'm curious, and I kinda get that you want everybody to like that there's things that people don't like that I have a hard time me and my wife were just discussing this. I know we're all different, we have different tastes. I know people who do not like corn, not the band, the actual vegetable corn. I love corn, all forms of it except for hominy. I don't like hominy. So when people tell me they don't like corn, in my mind, I'm like, are you serious? But we're all different. And with music, oh yeah, absolutely. My granddaughter doesn't like corn. I know I love corn. And so when people tell me they don't like corn, I'm kind of like, what? But music's the same way. People don't like something I like, no matter how much I like it, it's their right to not like it. And I often wonder if those people who get upset about my opinion about their song, if they hate their friends because they drink a different soda or a different beer, or they wear a different brand of shoes, or they drive a different car. Yeah, exactly. That's the point I'm making. I mean, come on. I can't imagine somebody being at a restaurant going, "Oh my god, he's eating chicken or French fries or whatever." It's just, huh? I mean, I love alligator. My wife doesn't. I don't give her shit for it. I don't care. I like it. She doesn't give me shit for liking it. Just one of those things. Oh wow. Okay. For that, I can tell you from personal experience. My parents told me to go to college. I was like, "You hear me play guitar? No. Listen, in this case, I'm going to side with your parents, not because I'm a parent, but that's one of the things I wish I would have done. I wish I would have gone to college and had a marketable skill. I had skills. I knew how to do jobs. I've been working since I was 12 years old. So, like Rich Franklin from the UFC, he was a teacher. I think it was Rich. I think it was Rich Franklin. Uh, a lot of the guys in the UFC are extremely educated. They're very well educated. They're not just dumbasses out there beating each other up. So I would highly advise. I'm not saying not take a year off, but my advice that you ask, I would never push this on you, would be to go to college, especially if you have the opportunity. Knock it out while you're young and single. The whole time you're in college, you can be training for martial arts and look into that or try to start competing in it. But I highly recommend that you get a marketable skill. Even if it's not in college, go to like a trade school. Get a some sort of marketable skill. See? Right there. Around Aaron said the same thing, basically. But that's absolutely right. I mean, and again, that's not as a parent, that's as a person who fucked up and didn't do what he should have done early on. And I promise you, going to college when you're in your 30s and you have a wife, kids, and a mortgage, way harder. Go while you're young and you only have to focus on you. That's the most solid advice I could give anyone. Again, not as a parent, as someone who fucked up and didn't do what they were supposed should have done. It just makes life a lot harder. Neither one of my kids have gone to college, and that's all I've asked them to do is get their high school diplomas. I suggested college, but they both have marketable skills. They're both doing fine. So college isn't for everybody, but I highly recommend you at least give it a shot. See? Exactly. See, Aaron's right on point with me. What did I do after? um, Man, I don't know if I should tell you what I did after. I will tell you that I dropped out in the 10th grade. I got my GED, and we'll say I worked. I did a lot of construction work and a lot of retail work, warehouse work. Ironically, I still work in a warehouse now, but I make a lot of money doing it. So, but I don't recommend that. I mean, teaching's a great job. Well, maybe not so much anymore, but it's a good job. But like Aaron said, man, some sort of trade school to learn a marketable skill. Yeah, that's right, Aaron. I mean, the times were way different. I was probably just under the wire where your GED worked. Now GED now is the same as dropping out of school and not having one. That it means absolutely dick. So I don't recommend that route. I recommend get your high school diploma and trade school or college, something where you can get a marketable skill making good money. While you're doing that, you can be practicing martial arts, checking it out, fighting at local levels, see if you want to do that. Hey, Brandy, what is up, buddy? Glad you could make it. Oh, Aaron, yeah, I dropped out of high school because my mom had me held back in the 7th grade. They found out the middle of my 7th grade year, we were in Germany. The reason I was bored with school is I should be in the 9th grade. I should have been bumped up instead of held back. And they wouldn't bump me up because they said I'd already missed half the school year and I would be behind on credits and they didn't offer summer school. That really pissed me off. But I'm very huge on self-education. I read all the time. I've got an extremely high uh, reading level. I always have, and I've preached to my kids and I'm preaching to my granddaughter that reading is the most important skill you'll ever learn because you can learn how to do other things, travel places, all sorts of stuff. But I'm a really big nerd. I study all sorts of shit. I know a little bit about pretty much everything. Pretty much, not every single thing. I know enough that where my friends ask me a question, if I don't have the answer, they think I'm fucking with them. I mean, I watch shit, read shit about shit that I may need to know. But I definitely educated myself. I didn't just drop out and be a dumbass. Yep, absolutely. You got a public library where you're at, you should be in there reading all sorts of shit. Self-improvement books, how to get ahead books, different skills, and I definitely suggest learning another language. Not just to be able to speak to someone, but I feel it helps you. I mean, I learned to speak German living in Germany, and I feel like it helped me. See, Aaron's right there with me. Absolutely right there with me. Done shit. No wonder we get along. That was some of the best advice I learned my first time in the 7th grade. High schooler said, learn a little bit about everything, and that way you can blend into any conversation. I don't think that any other language is easier because they have feminine, masculine, to different things, and the sentences are rearranged from English a little bit. You can still do it, Brandy. It's just a lot harder at our age. Uh, but yeah, like Aaron said, it helps your brain to grow. You're exercising your brain, and don't look at it. Is it easier? Don't go for what's easier. Go for what you want to learn. I learned German because we were living in Germany, and I spent most of my time with the Germans. And even though almost all of them spoke some English, I was in their country. I owed it to them to speak their language. Never look at something on how hard it is. If it's something you want to do, you put in the effort. Yeah, exactly, Aaron. Yep, that is exactly right. I have a friend who speaks perfect Spanish. He moved to Puerto Rico. The guy told him he'd give him a job and gave him some time to learn Spanish. He speaks it just as well as native speakers. He stayed there a long time. See, but you still know something. So you know, I think I only know like a word or two in Russian. I do follow a female on TikTok that teaches you Russian cuss words. Not that that's really going to help me out, but uh, oh yeah, absolutely. When you're immersed in it like that, Aaron, yeah. When it's just because you actually start understanding a lot of it prior to being able to speak it, you figure out what they're talking about. Then I guess your brain just adapts or keeps putting the pieces together, and all of a sudden, hey, there you go. But yeah, I absolutely just I don't know what that means. Uh, but I'm always looking. I was learning Japanese. Uh, I'm learning Spanish. Spanish really applies here in Texas really well. Yeah, that female that I follow on TikTok, she teaches a cuss word a day. Um, yeah, boxing. It's it's really weird. I don't even know all the mechanics of it on how we do that, but yeah, once you get the ball rolling, your brain just starts clicking away. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember her name, but she always pops up my feed. So when she pops up, I would get that to you. Uh oh shit. Oh yeah, I'll Aaron, I will email you later. Vodka kind of makes me feel a little Russian. Oh my goodness. Oh, I had something weird happen yesterday. Just in case if any of you have ever had it. I was helping my wife outside. I'd been digging, 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 and all of a sudden my fingers slammed down like this and this pinky crossed over like this, and I had to force them open. I couldn't open them just by trying to open them. I literally had to pull them open and then stretch my hand out and get my arm. If you can feel this muscle right here, it's still a little sore. Um, but yeah, drinking too much vodka is like doing the time warp from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. A lot of people don't even realize that's what that entire song's about. It's getting drunk, blacking out. Uh, but yeah, I've never had any shit like that happen. I didn't know I was having a stroke or what, but Those fingers just literally slammed down like that, and I had to pry them open. I couldn't get them to open. I've never had no shit like that happen before. Man, I make good coffee. Kind of expected one of the haters to like drop into my live stream and talk shit about me here, but I guess not. You can't. Oh shit. Huh. Hey, can anybody else see the comments? Over here. Oh, I do that same thing, Aaron. I didn't get to do it yesterday because all the comments were popping up on my phone, but I will do it today. Whenever somebody comments, especially when they talk, well, not when they comment, but when they talk shit, I always go look at their page. That's what somebody else just said. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why they would have disappeared. Did I don't know. Yes, DC, I responded to it. I told you I'm trying to find out what's going on right now. I don't know what's happened. Um, the hell's going on? Huh? What the fuck? Did YouTube get mad at me all of a sudden? Let's see, toggle. You can, Brandy can see them. Okay, good, Brandy. That's a step. Okay, Brandy can see them. I wonder why you two can't. And I don't know why I think talking louder will help you see them. That's weird. All right, now you can see them. Maybe it was just a little glitch. Oh my God, there's why you couldn't see them. What's up, Gary? Glad you made it, buddy. All right. I got Aaron, DC, Brandy, and Gary. Turn up the visual. uh, all right. That's great. Maybe Big Brother is watching me. And they're like, that's enough of your shit, Sixx. Shut up. Oh, no. I did not say that. I did not. I haven't even eaten one today just to make sure. YouTube is tripping. Um, but yeah, after last week, I know not to say that word and I know not to eat any. So, because I eat some, I'm going to mention them. That's kind of weird. Man, I hope it's not hiding a whole bunch of chat. Because I really want to know if somebody's talking shit. Hmm. That's what I started to say, Aaron. Yeah, whenever anybody leaves a comment talking shit, I always go to their channel and they have like 2 or 3 subscribers, no content. So I'm figuring they followed themselves. Their mom followed them, or maybe one of their siblings, but they never look at them. I especially go look at people's channels when they give me advice on how I should run my channel. Come on, YouTube, don't screw up my. Uh-oh. Am I lagging? Kind of, because it kind of looks like I am. This son of a bitch better not shut down on me like it did last time. Most haters are sad. That's why they're hating on everyone, because they're just sad individuals. They want everybody else to feel sad like them. But they do crack me up. Some of them are so committed to what they're saying and their beliefs. Oh my god, it cracks me up. Um, I can put my old man glasses to read this. I'm just gonna read a piece of this to you. Um, oh no, they weren't that big. They weren't that big holes, Gary. I could have climbed out. They were just for little pavers. We're putting up a swimming pool, or she's putting up a swimming pool, and we're digging holes for the pavers so we can level out all the legs. So I could have got out of that hole. Let's see. Oh, not that one. Where's that guy at? Okay, here's a piece of one of the comments yesterday because I didn't like a piece of a song. It's nothing to do with honesty. You're to do with uh it's nothing to do with honesty. It has to do with a middle-aged loser not putting effort into actually listening and review, which he spelled wrong. Music, he just calls it not his taste for kids and calls it a day. That's not even kind of true. What mic do I have? Oh, that blue, whatever the hell it's called. Why? What is my mic doing now? I already explained it. The air conditioner kicked back on. Let me close the vent so it'll stop doing that. We're not going to sit here and have this conversation the whole time. Oh, what the fuck? There, it should straighten up now because I closed the vent. So when I start sweating, I'm not sick or dying. It's I close the vent. So my noise gate will quit shutting me off. I mean, I can move it closer to my mouth. How's that? Is that better? Can you hear me now? What song was it? It's Blackpink. Blackpink. Um, Pink Venom. The song is Pink Venom by the band Blackpink. Is that helping the mic being right in front of my face like that?
News regarding Bills tight end Kevin Everett. He moved his arms and legs today, and doctors now believe that's the wrong video.
My video reached 1,000 views. Is the chat not working? Oh no, you're good. Oh, I don't dig holes for people. There's much better. I mean, I've read that there's much better ways to do that. Yeah, yeah, that's it. I read that there's much better ways to do that. Sorry, I'm not leaving the mic in front of my face. Well, I would say attitude wise, I'm kind of probably kind of like him. There. All right. Uh, but yeah, Gary, it was Pink Venom by Blackpink. And it was only a part of the song I didn't like. Other than that, I thought the song was okay. But how dare me have my own opinion and not say what I'm supposed to say. So is my mic working better now that I closed the vent? Is it still cutting off? What's that thing? I hope it's working. Hope y'all can hear me. Oh, I ran two people off because I don't know if my mic's working. I. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun. Works fine. Outstanding. I love that. Yeah, that must be what it was. I think my noise gate was shutting it off because I guess maybe I should move the vent. I mean, it'd be much easier to just move my desk, but kind of like where it's at. Well, I mean, with the exception of that. It's like when I shoot my videos, I have to see isn't running. And yeah, Gary, I think if I couldn't crawl out the hole, my wife might. What mic? My recto mic. When the AC kicks on, I get kind of chilly and I clench up. Oh man. What else we want to talk about, y'all? I was reading a it's going to sound like a kitty, but it's not. A picture book about the concentration camps right before I started my live stream. It's 100 and some odd pictures that are the only known pictures to have survived from the concentration camps. Favorite artist growing up? Well, the first artist that I absolutely loved, and is the first artist I ever remember hearing their music, was Johnny Cash. Uh, no, I don't think I said brownies. uh, Johnny Cash, and I know this is not popular with a lot of people. I love disco. I'm one of the few people I know that do. Oh yeah, I like graphic novels, but if when I'm reading novels, but I read a lot of biographies and historic books and all that kind of shit. Like really nerdy. Uh, but Alice Cooper, Kiss, AC/DC, uh, Marty Robbins, George Jones. Uh, I mean, I've never been one that just liked one kind of music. I listen to all kinds. Oh, nice. That is a lonely bunch of guys. They probably meet up once a week, do a circle jerk. We're the best. I I think I saw it the other day. I think I still have the screenshot of the guy who started the channel Bob Six Sucks. He took it down before I could actually get to it, but somebody sent me a. I have the screenshot of it though. Oh, I think it was just in my comments. He was popping up Bob Six Sucks, and then somebody told me he started a channel called Bob Six Sucks. I felt accomplished. Oh, 80s? 80s. Well, to be fair, from 79 to about 89. Was that the last year? Huh? Megan is a superstar, but you think is overrated? Oh my God. uh, well, okay. I think Led Zeppelin, but that's not an artist, as a band. Led Zeppelin is crazy overrated, insanely overrated. As an adult with matured ears, Kiss is ridiculously overrated. That is exactly how that works, buddy. If you don't agree with them, uh, yeah, and it's weird that they act like they have a follow or like they're the definitive word. I think you suck, therefore everyone on the internet, but they always say we. We think you suck. We? You and Mary Palm? I don't know who we is. But Gary, I definitely Led Zeppelin to me is so far overrated. I think U2 is really overrated too. Now I'm just doing 70s porn according to my critics. Wow. Are they really talking about me? Or are you just making this up being funny? Because that's hilarious if they're really talking about me, not to me, about me in their little group. Gotta step off camera for a second. But oh my God, if they're actually talking shit about me, I'm going to definitely have to go see that. And I'll record the screen so I can have all their little chats about me. That's awesome. Oh, that is so dope. People are actually talking shit about me, not to me, but to each other. I hate that guy. How dare him talk about black? And it was just a little part of the song I didn't like. Overall, the song was okay. Man, that is awesome. Let's see. um, oh shit, Gary, I don't know. That's a good question. What are we supposed to say? I don't know what we're supposed to say. I mean, I know people want me to say I love everything that's suggested to me. Yeah, leave it in the either category. Who cares? um, I find it bizarre that they just can't accept the fact somebody doesn't like it. I mean, as I've said before, I have never ever left a negative comment on someone's channel, no matter how insanely stupid I think whatever they're doing is. It's getting late. All right, boxing. Have a good one, buddy. See you next week if you can make it. But I don't get that concept. If it's your right to believe whatever you want to believe, the irony of the whole scenario is they're mad that I didn't like a piece of the song, and I said that if I would like it if I was a 14-year-old girl. And the shit they have talked about me, spending paragraphs. I mean, that one dude wrote 4 paragraphs just talking shit, and the other one wrote 2 paragraphs. I think a couple of other ones wrote a couple of paragraphs apiece. What do I think about the revisionists? I don't like that at all. Yeah, I think it's dangerous. I think everything should stay the way it is. I mean, where do you draw the line once you start doing that? Oh, Gary, um, I don't know how to put that delicately. No. uh, I don't know if that answered your question sufficiently, Aaron, but I I, I don't like it. Sorry. Uh, since you asked, Gary, who's an artist or group that you think's overrated? I think that's weird when I get a new subscriber on Facebook, instead of just popping up saying so and so subscribed to you, it pops up pictures. So I get all these weird pictures, or out of context is a weird picture. Wow, I've cut my viewers in half. We go balloons after party. It's even worse than that, Brandy. Oh, I gotta look at that thing. I'm trying to. Let's see. You said their leader, whose screen's name is Heisenberg. Oh, that don't even sound good at all. Anyways, that just sounds dangerous. Uh, Hang on, if y'all making comments, I can't look right this second. I wonder if I can. Can I? Oh, I can highlight that. Look at that. Copy. Hmm. Breaker 19, is anyone there? Come on back, truckers. Talking to pubic hair. I mean, teddy bear. Is there a channel? Huh. Let me add channel to this. Hessenberg channel. I hear the comments. Pink Floyd. Uh, I don't know if I'm on the right channel. I'm on Hessenberg. Does it have a car? Oh, that's all in Russian. I don't understand that shit. They're live. This channel has no live. Oh, this channel has 8,000 subscribers. This must not be the right channel. Hessenberg channel. Let me try this one. Um, that has 3 subscribers. Oh, okay. I say I couldn't find it. Yeah, when you look at the grand spectrum of it, Gary, yep, I think Pink Floyd's overrated. I like. Yeah, like I said, when somebody has 1 subscriber and they're saying "we" like they're speaking for the entire internet, that shit cracks me up. Are you talking about you and your blow up doll, buddy? Um, but yeah, when you look at the grand spectrum of how long Pink Floyd's been around and how much music they have out and how many good songs they have, yeah, I can agree with you on that. I mean, the Pink Floyd songs I really like, but it's like U2. I don't think U2 is a good band. I like some of their songs less than what I like Pink Floyd. Oh, hey now. Oh, that's not a good look. I can say that would never willingly happen. I'd have to be like duct tape, chained, nailed to the floor, and then it would be a whole different look, anyways. Now that you said that, that is kind of what my microphone looks like. Thanks a lot, Aaron. You have to start calling my mic Moby. Weird that the chat's fine. What the hell's going on in my chat? Huh. That's weird. They're doing a lot of work in our area, so that may be messing up my shit too. So it may not be y'all, it may be me. Or it could be YouTube. Ryan, what is up? Today's your birthday. Well, happy birthday. Glad you can make it. It's a hell of a way to spend your birthday here with us, but we appreciate it. 24, man, I remember 24. Yeah, vaguely. All right, 1 hour down, 1 hour to go. What are we going to talk about now? Yes, 24 was a long time ago. 32 years. Oh my God. Oh, your feed was behind. Well, that's good. Mark Matthews, what is up, buddy? Wow. Good to see you. It's been a long time since you made it. Oh, yeah. Well, of course you remember 18 like it was yesterday. It pretty much was. I mean, I can still remember being 18. I remember registering for the draft and not even being a little bit scared. Yeah, I knew why you were here, Mark. I knew school was out, so I knew why you were here. I can remember 40, 30, 20, 18. There's some sketchy times in there, though. I mean, I spent from 17 to 19 as an addict, so there's some sketchy times there. I have to work too, Mark. Got up at 3 this morning and went to work. I work 7 days a week. Uh, no, I was not. I didn't go to LA. We were gonna move to LA, my band, until my friend who auditioned for Ozzy came back with his tail between his legs and was talking about the scene. So we stayed here. I became an addict for 2 years and then moved on with life. So I never made it to LA. I think had I moved to LA then, I probably would not have survived. Oh, I know, Mark. Don't you hate that? You have the decency to pick their store. Oh, well, if you've if you've seen my picture of me being at the improv, it was the improv in Dallas, Texas. I've never even been to California, but I did perform at the improv in Dallas. I do have a picture of me in front of the improv or on stage in front of the improv sign. That is absolutely right, Brandy. I know one of my haters saw my stand up because he was shitting on it too. Not he wasn't just happy shitting on my reactions. He had to try to shit on my stand up too. Oh no, Mark. No, buddy. That's how I feel. If I pick your store, you should sell me a winning ticket. I very rarely play, only when it's in the hundreds of millions, because I mean, why not? And I don't spend a lot then. And once in a blue moon, I'll buy a scratcher. Um, no, I did have a guy who was going to help me get a Netflix special right before I quit. I think my favorite prank pulled was there used to be these two college guys. I think their website was college.com or something like that. But these guys pulled extreme pranks on each other. And one of them was an amateur comedian. They told the entire audience, no matter what, not to laugh at his jokes. And they didn't. That's the worst thing for a comedian. Hecklers, they're annoying, but you're still getting a response. It don't matter to a comedian if they're getting booed or laughter, it's dead silence. If you're getting no reaction, that's horrible. But the dude had a meltdown over it. And then when they told him it was a prank, he got even madder. But no, I've performed in Dallas twice and mostly done around Austin. I've performed in Paris, Texas, that is, not Paris, France. Yeah, Mark, I hope you didn't get mad, dude. I was saying, that's how I feel when I go to the store. They should be thankful I'm there buying a ticket and they should sell me a winning ticket. That's just rude. Not sell me a winning ticket. I'm a nice guy. Well, depending on who you ask. If you ask around on the internet, you'll find out I'm not. I'm just worried about my image. I was just worried about my image. I'd only react to songs I like. I sure won't be reacting to songs that get less than 100 views. Is it lagging or did y'all just stop talking to me? There we go. Oh, wow. Oh, no, Gary. He didn't think he went, he just thought he was bombing really, really hard. I mean, he actually just, he walked off stage, went out front, and just sat down. Looked like he was going to cry. And then his friend came out and told him. And then his payback to his friend was they told a college crowd, you know how they pick a seat and you get a chance like a half court shot for $1 million? So, and he had to do it blindfolded. But they had told the crowd to act like he made it. He wasn't nowhere close. Damn it. I don't know why it's lagging. That sucks. Whoever's controlling that. No, I have not. I have not. But man, I'm always watching for good pranks. Oh, but that college guy, or the college thing. So he's blindfolded, throws it, and the crowd goes wild. He thinks he won $1 million until his friend comes out holding the $1 million check. He knew he'd been pranked. The look on his face was awesome. It was like he just found out that the hot girl he was dating was built like him. I think I told you before, the smallest crowd I ever performed for, and the only reason we did the show, it got rained out. It was an outside venue. 3 people showed up: a man, his daughter, and her partner, and they wanted to see the show. And since my name was on the flyer, stood there and did a show for 3 people. They laughed, so I'm okay with it. But 3 people. We didn't even use a microphone. They literally just stood in front of us at the outside bar. Oh, I love Impractical Joke. Well, let me clarify. I actually follow shit. I can't think of his name. I follow one of them on TikTok. Uh I used to love it, but now it's gotten to the point where their lawyers go ahead and it has to be all legal and shit. So the people really know what's happening. So I don't really care for that as much, or it comes off that way. But the first what 3, 4, 5 seasons were hilarious. I'm gonna check that out, Aaron. Um, could I spot them? They were literally like this close. I mean, they're literally. It's like we're having a conversation. If me, you, and Brandy, and Aaron, and Ryan, and everybody, Mark ran into each other, as close as we would be standing to have a conversation on the sidewalk, that's how close these people were. Here's something that's really awkward too. I got booked on a show up, and nobody knew there was going to be a show. Oh no, no, no. If my name's on the bill and even one person shows up, I'm doing it. I you don't need people running around going. I mean, I don't care as long as I'm making somebody laugh. That's all that matters to me. But you don't need your name on the bill. And oh, it was another comedian. I'll get back to that in just a second. But you don't, regardless of why you canceled, if you cancel a show, that goes around. So you don't never ever want to do that. You better like have lost a limb or something. Okay. This show, and it happens quite a bit. Comedians put together more shows than booking agents do until you start getting bigger and you have an agent. So a lot of the local guys will do shows trying to promote comedy and get it out there. Um, well, Gary, that place it was a bar, but they also had an outside area, so the show was outside. But I didn't even need to use a microphone. It got rained out, which is why nobody but these three people showed up. So because it was outside, but since they showed up, there was no need in firing up the PA and all that shit. We just stood there and talked. It's not like nobody they couldn't hear me. But I did a show at a wine place, and I didn't book the show, but they had no idea we were coming because a lot of times you go ask an owner, "Hey, would you like to have a comedy show?" They go, "Hell yeah!" They think it just happens. You got to promote it. They don't promote it. I found the flyer for the show when I went to get a drink. It was on a pillar on this side, not even as you walk in the door, on this side. Had I not been getting a drink and looked over, I would have even not even known it was there. But when you show up to do a show and nobody's there to see comedy, it's kind of like going to a funeral, and when you go up to speak about the dead, you just start doing stand up. That's kind of how that goes over. Well, I don't know. I told a couple of jokes on my dad's funeral and got some laughs. um, I found doing stand up some of the best comedians. Most people don't even know who they are, yet they make a living touring the country, and they're hilarious. And when you see a lot of the acts that are on Netflix, you're going, "What the hell?" I don't get it. There's some really unfunny people with comedy specials and careers. Like I worked with Sam Kinnison's best friend, Carl LeBeau, who's recently passed away. Uh, Carl is an amazing comedian. He should have been bigger than Sam, but he wasn't. But I mean, I did 3 shows with him. He did 3 1-hour sets and never repeated the same material. He was phenomenal. Yeah, exactly. The people that get it, make it big or huge, they're in the right place, the right time, and it works. I'm not shitting on them saying they don't have talent. It's just there's funnier people out there. or there's better painters out there, or better guitarists out there. They just didn't get their break. And that's like with comedians. When I see now Carrot Top's different. That's his thing. Or in Gallagher, that was his thing. But when I see comedians, like there's been nude shows. I've got friends that have performed in them. If you're having to do shit like that, yes, that is correct, Aaron. Uh, but if you're having to like wear stupid get ups or nothing at all to get to perform, you're not funny. Your joke should be what's delivering it. You know, what's carrying you, what's making people want to see you. Not the fact you're up there naked. They're just like, look at this dumbass up there naked, or this dumbass wearing this dumbass hat, or dressed all stupid, whatever the case. That's not talent. And I know a lot of unfunny people. I don't want to say making it as comedians, but they're comedians. Comedians. I call them commodians. Damn, is everybody's comments lagging? Aaron's getting through just fine. Or did y'all just stop talking? That damn Bob. Hate that guy. Well, there's still some really good comics out there that, and I don't really judge the comedy based on mean. There's people out there that say mean shit and then they try to say it's a joke, and that's not funny. But like Bill Burr, I think he's hilarious. Not everybody's cup of tea, but I think he's hilarious. He doesn't mean that shit. That's just what he does. That's his style. And then there's shit. There's this other comedian I really like that's not dirty at all, or mean, or anything like that. He's just funny. Sports commentator once said, "This athlete is favorite for gold in the weightlifting. She's already won the clean." Yeah, that would make you favorite for gold. Aaron, the problem with comedy now is people can't take a fucking joke. They get too serious and upset. It's a comedy show. It's jokes. Nobody's up there preaching an agenda. Yeah. Plus, he's holding the bowler's willy. I'm sure that makes sense to in context, but yeah, I like shit like that. Call it accidental porn. Um, but yeah, Ryan, that I watched that special. I mean, uh, Dave is a genius. He's one of the most brilliant comedians out there. But I watched that show and nothing he said was offensive or insulting. That's the part that got me. He was friends with the person he was talking about. That's like my gay joke that I do is based on my best friend. He's now passed away, but based on my best friend. He thought it was hilarious and appreciated the fact I included him in a joke. His mom thinks it's hilarious. So everybody else who gets butthurt over it, butthurt about a gay joke. Look at me. I'm hilarious. That's just tough shit. And it wasn't malicious, or the joke's not malicious. Do I think valor is signaling? Um, it's okay, Mark. I understand, buddy. Me and you are always going to be friends, no matter what. Um, I think so many people are trying, like when we grew up. I mean, look at the shows we watched, the cartoons we watched, the humor we heard. We didn't get upset over everything. Those shows, while they brought attention to real social issues, weren't making fun of it. Well, they kind of were making fun of it, but I mean, they weren't downplaying it. Oh no, Mark, don't let those people that saw my reaction to Blackpink see that you said that. I can give you a whole list of insults that'll be coming your way. See, I'm well rounded. I like all sorts of music, but they said I don't. I can't even act like I give a shit. Um, but I think kids are trying to have, or this younger generation is trying to have the same. We knew what was right and what was wrong. We didn't have all those disclaimers saying, "Hey kids, don't drop a fucking rock on your head. It could knock you out or kill you." We knew that. That is hilarious, Mark. I mean, I'm sure your brother didn't think that, but I think it's hilarious. My granddaughter gets glitter around, and all of a sudden she'll go, "How'd you get glitter on your face?" I was on the couch. I don't know. Um, there you go. That's where I was trying to get. Exactly. That's what I was trying to get to, Aaron. Um, yeah, they're trying to have this high and mighty attitude when no, no. The irony of those guys talking shit about me like that, I didn't like a piece of a song and said as much. They didn't like my reaction and they tore into me writing paragraphs. They were so fucking mad. I wasn't mad about the song. I didn't say, "Oh, Blackpink sucks and I'll never react to them again. Fuck them." I didn't do that. I didn't like a piece of the song. It's just it didn't fit to me. I didn't like it. Um, I think political correctness to the degree that it's at now, I would say around 2000, I think it started. Well, actually, maybe even before that. Uh, I would say right about the time the Rodney King, the LA riots, right around that time is when I'm not going to use that term because it's going to sound like I'm being silly. Uh, I'm going to say that's when the ball started rolling or the beast started growing. I'm not making light of that situation. I'm saying you asked for a time frame, so I'm thinking that's when it got started, but it has evolved into this holy shit, you can't say anything. Look at that. I've cut my viewers in half again. No, Brandy, I can still see you. I saw that you said hopefully not Gary Glitter. I'm going to call him Mark Glitter. Nobody wants to be Gary Glitter. Not even Gary Glitter wants to be Gary Glitter. I still find that ironic. Speaking of political correctness and everybody getting upset, that they still play his song at high school football games. I mean, the band plays it, but I sit there and think the irony of that going, y'all know what that guy went to prison for? And here you are at a high school football game playing one of his songs. Um, yeah, no, you didn't get blocked, Brandy. I still see your comments. Uh, but yeah, Aaron, you can tell the difference. Like if somebody comes up to me and goes, "Hey, I got a joke for you." As soon as I start it, I know they're just trying to tell me, usually, if they're just trying to say something mean and I don't want any part of it, or if it's just a joke. Like, I mean, I have jokes, they're just that, jokes, and I only share them with certain people. I have told but we're gonna call you Marky Glitter. Hey, what's up? Welcome. Well, true, but isn't he still in prison? I thought he went to prison, got out, and then went back and back. Oh yeah, as long as he's the 6-year-old. Yes, as long as he's still a kid, yeah. Because then he can do what he does. Anyways, I thought he was still in prison. But mm, but I think that's where it got started, and now everybody's just gotten to the point. I mean, it's not that we didn't have bad shit when we were kids. Oh yeah, there's no way in hell I'm going to type Gary Glitter into my search bar. I've accidentally misspelled typos and then went, "Oh my god, what the hell is this?" Uh, I also think it's gotten to this point where I don't know how people think it's cool, but like the Karens and Kens of the world, that shit's unacceptable. Eh, That type of behavior, period. I mean, I don't go into a restaurant and go, "Yeah!" Or like I saw a video today of a woman going over telling her neighbor that he's got to do something about his car because when he starts up and goes to work and he comes home, it's too loud. Now, if they're sitting down there revving an engine, or if it's 6 o'clock on a Saturday morning and somebody's out there revving it, I can see you getting pissed. But the guy's going to work at regular time. He ain't sitting in the driveway revving his engine up. And she let him know, well, since you're not going to do anything about it, I'm going to make this a problem for you. I think that's a big problem that adds to the current situation with society is all these self-entitled people think because they're offended you can't do something. Like with what I say, don't watch my fucking videos. If you don't like them, don't watch. Wasting your time writing 4 paragraphs hating on me is not going to change me. I've been doing this quite some time now. I'm not going to stop doing it my way. And you watched one video, probably not even a whole video, but one video, and you think you know me. That is insane. I can't think of like new neighbors move in. And I go over there, hey, I see you drive a Prius, you little sissy waist bitch. I couldn't see doing that. Oh yeah, it's insane. But you have every right to be offended by whatever. But yes, and, and people are just getting more and more asinine. You know, the world's not perfect. None of us have it easy. Now, if it was easy, I wouldn't work 7 days a week. I damn sure wouldn't be getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning. But and all this me shit, you have the right to control you. If you don't like something on TV, change fucking channel. Just because you don't like it, don't mean that channel can't exist. Yeah, yeah, and bad shit still happen. I mean, granted, I felt much safer. I've lived here since 1971 in this town. I did feel safer back then, but bad shit still happened. I mean, I got um 3 blocks, well, actually 4 blocks, down 3 and up 1 from where I live right now is where I lived in the 2nd grade, and I got hit in the forehead with an aluminum baseball bat playing baseball in the street. Yeah, that was where I was headed with that. You can even block the channel so that it doesn't pop up on your TV. But just because you don't like it doesn't mean it can't exist. Just because you don't like a comedian doesn't mean he can't exist. Just because you don't like a singer doesn't mean they can't exist. There's singers that I despise, but that doesn't mean they can't exist. I just don't listen to them unless somebody asks me to react to them. Then I at least have to listen to them once. What? That's true, Gary. But you know what? Since we're here, I think access has a lot to do. You know, back when we were all kids, if you didn't see it on the evening news or read it in the paper or your neighbor tell you. But I mean, when I was in the 4th grade, I think it was, the kid that lived across the back fence from me killed his best friend, shot him between the eyes and in the forehead with his father's 357. We knew about it because it happened right behind us. It didn't make national news. It wasn't all over. But with the internet, everything goes everywhere. Like that comedian, shit, I was just watching his stand up too. A couple of years ago, he actually said the extra chromosome, referencing Down syndrome. A guy in the crowd has a friend who was not at the show that has a daughter that has Down syndrome. I'm not picking my nose just in case. I don't want no wrong angles right here on my lip. Um, he called his friend and told him what this guy said. This guy literally got death threats. It made national news. People were threatening to cancel their Netflix subscriptions if they didn't remove his stand up. Yes, absolutely. They do exactly what they preach against, but it's okay because they're the in crowd and they're doing it for the right reasons. And they're doing it because they're offended and they think it's their responsibility to protect you from people like us who are free thinkers and not part of the in crowd. Did I do enough of those air quotes? But yeah, it's insane. But I think maybe internet access has done that. And it's weird because it could just as easily be all good shit, but good shit's not what's getting promoted. It's all the shocking shit and the bad shit. What's up? Well, you still got 26 minutes, so you're not late, so you still get credit for showing up to class. I hope you brought a note. We need an excuse on why you came in so late, but you'll still get credit for being here. But so I think the internet has a lot to do with it. I don't understand how people watch shit and go, "Oh, well, I can be even meaner than that." That's why I think school pew pews. I think that's why they increased because it was all over the national media. I mean, the first time I ever heard of a student doing a teacher was when I was in the 6th grade, and the teacher kept picking on the kid. It wasn't at my school. That's the first time I ever remember hearing it. Now it's commonplace. And I think the media usually pushes that as a distraction. But I think by televising all that shit, you're giving other people that have mental problems the idea, well, I can do that. You're on the timer. Um, but that so I think the media or the internet has a lot to do with that. But all these people that act like if they're offended, nobody should be able to see it or it's a big deal. There's lots of shit that offends me, believe it or not, uh, that I find disgusting. Yeah, absolutely. Now, I do want to say because I all the time, and I know you're not saying this, or I don't think you are. People saying that people that play violent video games, role playing games, or first person shooter games are the ones committing the crimes. It's such a small fraction of them that that can't even kind of be true. When you consider how many billions of people play these games, if the game actually is affecting, there's exceptions to every rule. So somebody that has a mental problem, anyways, that's different. That doesn't count. The game didn't make them do that. The mental problem did. I watched violent movies my whole life, played violent video games. Yeah, and that's another thing, Ryan. That's a good point. Schools teaching children to just say "I'm sorry" and then forcing someone to accept the apology. I think that also is pushing us into this thing. You're not being held accountable. Instead of punishing the individual that smacked a kid or inappropriately touched another kid, something like that, you tell them you're sorry. I'm sorry. He said he's sorry. You got to accept it. Bullshit. Jump off a roof and say you're sorry. Does that put you back on the roof? No. You're still going to smash into that ground just like you would. So I think that also, that culture, instilling that in your children, instead of having self accountability, you know, we raise our kids, we're raising our granddaughter. For every action, there is a reaction. You can't do a negative action and expect a positive reaction. I will never high five you for doing something wrong. Yeah, I mean, there's so many variables that go into it, but a lot of people want to make you think, oh, it's just cartoons. Okay, well, you've taken all the violence out of the cartoons. Whoops, wasn't that? Oh, it's the video games. Oh, when we were kids, it's the devil's music. Whatever. Um, okay, I can't say yes to that. I I kind of initially or instinctively wanted to say yes, but no, because the parent didn't give the gun to the kid or say that. You know, it's a parent's responsibility to teach their child gun safety. And if their child is in that frame of mind where they're going to take a gun to school, it doesn't have to be their parents. They will get one. See? Exactly. um, hey, that's not frowned upon in some societies. So I don't really find that to be a problem, Gary. I mean, you're cleaning up your mess. So, and from when I hunt, I never shoot anything I'm not going to eat. So as long as you're eating it, no harm, no foul, you're doing the correct thing. So you're good, Gary. Um, so there's a lot of things I blame on parents as far as them not teaching their kids. And when their child is held accountable at school and then they go up there and jump in the principal's ass or whoever's ass, how dare you discipline my child? That's teaching their child, it's okay. I got your back. You go ahead and fuck shit up and I got you. Yeah, and accountability is self-accountability. That's the thing. They're trying to take discipline out and they're making it more confusing. I mean, our prisons are full of people that didn't have good role models. And I'm not saying everybody. There are just I firmly believe there are bad people. I find it odd that society has no problem believing, well, that's a bad dog. It needs to be put down. There's just no help for it. We're animals. There's bad people that just, in my opinion, should be put down, just like a rabid dog or just like a bad dog. Uh, okay, now that's different. That's not. Oh, I have said, Ryan, if I mean, you can still there's some states here in the US where you can choose if you get the death penalty, you choose the way you die. Firing squad is still an option. Yes. But if you take your kid and buy him a gun, then I kind of think that's more your fault. Now, if your kid stole your gun out of your gun cabinet, I don't think the parents should be held accountable. But if you took your kid, bought him a gun, this is your gun, son. Use it to protect yourself. That's different. Um, Another thing have a huge problem with is, especially with these videos that are wildly popular, showing people that are do not respect the police, and that's being promoted, and all this talk about defunding the police. A lot of these videos, I have never once, when a cop asked me for my ID, regardless if I was doing anything wrong or not, have never once went, "You'll need to see my ID." It's much easier to just give them your fucking ID, get this over with, and move on. The only reason not to show them your ID is you're hiding something. So you're inconvenienced for a moment. But this whole culture of disrespecting law, they don't have any respect for law and order. They don't have respect for their parents. They don't have respect for older people. Okay. On that, the parents should definitely be held accountable. That's another thing. Parents acting like school is their fucking free daycare. That's ridiculous. That's what I was getting to, Ryan. I I've always told my kids, even if you think the cop is wrong, you comply, do what you're told to do, and then afterwards we can handle it. But if you start acting up, especially with all the dash cams, the body cams, and all that shit, that's what they're going to look at. Oh, well, look, you were resisting. Don't do that. Do what you're told to do, and we'll get through this. We will handle it. Regardless of how we handle it, we will handle it. So exactly. Uh so yeah, when they uh there was a video a while back of an actress. Someone called and reported a prostitute in a car with a guy. So that's all the police know. When they show up, she was all upset. I'm an actress and caused a big old scene. They didn't know who the fuck she was. What they knew is someone called and reported. They didn't just walk by and assume. Gary, that's the real problem. Everyone's looking for something to blame it on other than the individual. People need to be taught individual accountability. You made this choice. Like my daughter said when she was in high school, if she chose to skip or whatever it was she chose to do, her friends were like, "Man, this doesn't even bother you." She said, "No, I was raised. If I thought it out and made a clear decision, that's on me. I know right from wrong." I've told my kids I love them unconditionally. If you do something and wind up in prison, if you did it, I'll come visit you on Sundays. I will not spend a penny to keep you out of prison. Oh, I said that, Brandy. I don't know if you didn't hear me, but I did say some cops are bad, but that doesn't make all cops bad. Some men are bad, some women are bad, some kids are bad. Some. Sometimes you get a sandwich from a restaurant and it's bad. That doesn't mean all sandwiches are bad. So, yes, some cops do, and those should be held accountable. Again, self accountability. Those should be handled immediately. And I actually have an idea for helping the police situation. Um, but it all. Oh no, you're good, buddy. You're good. I was just making sure you knew that I'm agreeing with you, but I had already said that. I just didn't want you to. I didn't want you to think I was just like, oh no, all cops are good. And no, absolutely not. I know there are bad cops. There's bad firemen. There's bad doctors. There's bad paramedics. There, there's bad in everything, but you can't condemn all of them because one's bad. Yes, exactly. Um, but this being taught to disrespect authority, regardless if it's parents, that's like Nickelodeon, making the parents look like dumbasses. That's teaching younger kids. I'm not saying that some of the shows aren't entertainment, some of them are just absolute garbage. But so you're teaching your kids to not respect parents, not to respect teachers, not to respect any kind of authority at all, leaving them to their own accord. Yet the kid will go out and join a gang and they respect the line of the gang. Oh, hey, what's up, Keith? Absolutely, Mark. That's the attitude they have. You'll hear, oh, wait, he wasn't doing anything. But when you see the video, he was swinging and fighting and carrying on. What do you mean he wasn't doing anything? He wasn't just sitting on a park bench reading a book to small children. But yeah, that whole, I ain't gotta show you, man. It's much easier to just here, look. I got 100% what Mark was saying, and that's why I was going where I was going. I've seen so much video footage where he didn't deserve to be. We've had incidents here in Texas. Yes, I caught that sarcasm. I'm really good with sarcasm. We've had incidences here in Texas where someone's been given, hey Keith, again, welcome back. By omission. Um, but like even when they have footage, we had a cop here, well, next town over, a guy. Oh, and even like even when they're like shot with like the bean bags. Well, that could have been. I mean, it depends on what he was reading to them. I guess he could have been reading a book where, oh yeah, we need to beat him for that one. But we had an incident here, the next town over, just several years back. Everything's caught on dash cam, body cam. You can hear everything. They gave this man every chance. They begged him, put down the knife. Not only did he not, he threw one of the knives at the cops, didn't hurt him, but then he charged the cop with the knife in his hand. Cop had no other choice than to shoot him. The cop was fired, lost his job. They said that he did not need to shoot him, even though they had. Is this conversation really lagging that bad? I, I was just shocked that they fired this guy when all the evidence was there. He had no choice but to do what he did. And it's not like he unloaded a gun into him. He shot him once. But it's crazy. People think they can just act however they want to act, and it's okay. It's not. You can live however you want to live as long as you're not harming another human being. That's how I feel. Harming or destroying their property or stealing their property. You know, what you do in your home, what you believe, oh, I'm the best and I worship this cup and this picture and this is all I ever do. That's fine. But when you go out and start becoming a nuisance, or the fact that someone can break into your house, if you shoot them and they get a permanent limp, they can sue you. No. There's actually a lawmaker in Austin. Oh, absolutely, Keith. In the hands of someone who knows how to use it. And that's the other side of the coin for everybody trying to make all these tougher gun laws or take guns away from us. Man has been killing man since the beginning of time, long before guns were invented. You want to kill someone, you don't need a gun. Boy, we've said a lot of gun and kill shit. YouTube's going to have a field day on this video. But man's going to kill man no matter what. That's my rule too, Gary. That is our rule. But there's a lawmaker in Austin that's trying to get a law passed here in the state of Texas. If someone breaks into your home, you have to run away from your home because nothing in your home's worth dying for. If you break into my home, yeah, that's kind of different. That's because Gary eats them. Well, they become hog feed. That's how that works. Um, but I'm totally against that. You chose to break into my home. You get what's coming to you. For every action, there is a reaction. You can't do a negative reaction and expect a positive. If you break into my home, I'm not going to fucking high five you. I'm not going to run out so that you can just have whatever you want. I don't know if it's my camera angle. I do really good piercing. I pierce my own ears, by the way. Much better now. I see a lot of people with jacked up earrings because they go to Walmart. Um. Anyways, wow. Shit, we got 6 minutes exactly. I was a little nervous at first. This really took off. I'm glad y'all showed up. It's been great. Well, I think it's been a great conversation. We talked about some serious shit and had a few chuckles. But yeah, people really, really, really need this self accountability. You have every right to be offended by shit, but that's on you. That's just it. You're offended. That doesn't mean I have to change the way I act. As far as like when people watch my reactions, if it offends you, don't watch it. Wow. I haven't heard any silly shit quite that silly, but I have heard of people here getting shot and then suing the homeowner for shooting them when they broke into their home. We won't have to worry about that here. Yeah, from what I understand, unalive people don't file lawsuits. Or wait, let me rephrase that. Hog feed does not file lawsuits. Man, Time is flying by. Hey, I enjoy talking. That's my favorite. If I could just do this and I didn't have to release videos, I do this. I like how all of you come here. We have varying conversations. We don't have an agenda. We just talk. Whatever comes up comes out. Nobody gets upset, regardless if you agree with the other person or not. Even though most of us seem to be fairly like-minded, regardless if you agree with the person or not, nobody's hating here. Nobody's calling me a middle-aged loser who doesn't wash his balls. Although, feel free because I found that shit funny. I laughed extra hard on that. Hey, DC, anytime, man. Uh, I'm never gonna push anything on you, but when you ask, I'm gonna give you my honest opinion or my honest advice. And as you saw, Aaron did the same thing. We pretty much said the same thing. Uh, I'm never gonna, and it's not as a parent, it's as a person. I'm giving you advice as a person from my personal experience. Yes, Ryan, I've been thinking about that. It's just I've got to find the time and I got to get worked out because I do not have a big Twitch following. I mean, I haven't done anything on Twitch. I have a Twitch account, but I haven't done anything. Okay, okay, Mark. Let me look, DC. Uh, it should be Bob Six. I think that's what I have it as. Uh, no, don't turn on notifications. Um, oh, I'm sorry. It's 6 days, all lowercase, one word. Sixxdaze. That's my Twitch name. Maybe that's why people can't follow me. I think I've been telling them Bob Six. Whoops. But yeah, if I can get an audience build up there, I can try to do that. That'd be cool. But Mark, so I'll apologize in advance to you because I like you. I'm sorry I might offend you in the future. Oh yeah, it really should be called Bob Twitch. You were here for that? I didn't know you were here for that. Anyway, oh yeah, you were because you said something about me falling in the hole. God damn. Long time ago. Oh yeah. That- yeah. One person was 36, one person was 44, one guy claimed to be 60. I was like, oh, you're acting like a 14-year-old. Yeah. And it's weird that they think they make me mad. It doesn't, I mean, if it made me mad, I would change. Or if it upset me, or if I felt that it was truthful, I might change something. I don't. Oh, yeah. I heard about that. And that judge should be held accountable. His dad absolutely should be held accountable in that situation. Uh, yeah, Aaron, please do tell everybody I'm evil. No, Gary, none of them claim to be that. They just talk shit about me. I'm stupid and I don't know what I like. Oh, and one person said that I reacted to Blackpink for views and then talked about how few views it got. If I was doing music reactions for the views, I would definitely phony every one of them up. I don't do it for that. I remember Linda Lovelace. Um, but yeah, if I was doing music, oh shit, I gotta go, guys. No, DC is all lowercase. It's one word. It's all lowercase. 6 days. Sixxdaze. Um, yeah. Hey guys, I gotta go. I appreciate y'all so much, and we'll do it again next week. Same Bob time, same Bob channel, and I'll try to get some Twitch shit worked out, and We'll figure something out, but I'll let y'all know when it gets ready to do that. So have a great week, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.